with the rise of computers came an overwhelming amount of visual pollution. Today, AI makes it even easier than ever to generate typefaces in hyper-realistic graphics. But true sophistication lies in simplicity, and Swiss design has really figured out how to strip away the unnecessary and create timeless, refined aesthetics. So today I thought it would be fun to analyze and distill the secret formula behind Swiss web design. Let's go. So before we dive in, I have linked below a free PDF with a curated list of my go-to typefaces I use for every project, so you can start removing the excess in your typeface toolkit today. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I am Adrian Somoza, former lead designer at MediaMonks turned full-time business owner, and I help freelance web designers not only improve their design skills, but also uncap their income ceiling. Now let's dive into today's topic. Let's analyze the secret formula behind Swiss web design. Well, first off, geometric-based simple shapes. Second of all, minimalist typography. So typography that doesn't have a lot of embellishments. The other thing is gridded, orderly layouts. White space is the next thing, and it's really important as a design element. White space is crucial because it really sets the visual rhythm of the design. And then function first. Swiss web design has function at its core, and to create a true Swiss web design, you need to really be crystal clear on what's the goal of the website. Now, you might think that's very simple, right? But again, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So to be super clear with the goal of the website, it really takes a lot of effort to go really deep into the brand, into the business, and understand what's the ultimate goal of each website that you build, so that when you go and design, it does perform its function, right? Function first. Now, let's take a look at some good examples of Swiss web design. So first off, it's very easy to find references if you go to Pinterest and type Swiss web design, and you're gonna basically get a lot of references here. It's funny because here you can see one that I did. So this is a website that I designed quite a while ago, 2016. That's almost 10 years ago. Wow, time goes by, it's crazy. But you can see that this is still relevant till today, hasn't lost its relevancy. And same thing goes for all of these designs. The reason is because it has all the things that I just mentioned. For example, the geometric shapes. If it's not geometric, it should be simple like this. Then you can see that there's a very gridded approach to design. And so that also helps a lot with, minimizing the amount of edges that you use to align things. So here's another example I did. This shot was done literally 10 years ago. And if you see it today, it's still relevant, right? I used geometric shapes, I used Helvetica, and basic colors, right? And so because it's flat, because there's no shadows, no skeuomorphism, no crazy things, it's still relevant. Now let's take a look at some graphic design. Swiss typography, for example, Helvetica, is iconic for its functionality, its clarity, and how devoid of distractions it is. And that's definitely one of my go-to typefaces. Remember that I have a free list of my curated typefaces, so you can download the PDF and the link below. And lastly, let's take a look at the Summer Olympics design system from Otto Aicher. Otto Aicher was a true modernist and minimalist, right? And so he basically used sans serif typefaces, he used geometric shapes. The designs that have hyper-realistic graphics, you can see here, right? The Olympic Games of 1956 look really old. But this one, right, is from 1976, still like decades ago, and it's totally relevant till today. This one that has a photo does look old. But this 1972 graphics that have just icons, right, that are very geometric, very simple, this look contemporary. So you can see how this formula works. Now, what do you want to avoid, right? Like I said, you want to avoid 3D, you want to avoid skeuomorphism, shadows, complex gradients, and excess of graphic element styles. So, for example, let's take a look at things you want to avoid. See how you have a lot of details. You have like a gradient to give volume to this. This is like a sunk button that is pressed, right? And it has inner shadow, outer shadow, blah, 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 right? This was a Mac website, iMac. And you can see here the gradients and the hyperrealism in the reflection here of this image, right? This looks really outdated. Now, if you see Apple today, it's much more minimalist and timeless than it was when they used skeuomorphism. There's also other designs, contemporary designs, that because of the excess that they have in their design system, right, the excess of things they have, this looks really trendy, but it doesn't look timeless at all. Here's another design that looks cool, right, but it's trendy and it's gonna be outdated. It's ephemeral. Same thing goes for this one. Too much graphic and complex elements going on. This looks fine today, but I can guarantee in 10 years this will look like this old website. It will look outdated. So as you can see, because it avoids excess, Swiss web design remains timeless throughout history. So if you want to learn more about how to design this type of Swiss web design websites, check out the video here. Massimo Vignelli said, "You can reach timelessness if you look for the essence of things and not the appearance. The appearance is transitory. The appearance is fashion. The appearance is trendiness. But the essence is timeless." Swiss web design proves that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Stripping away excess allows for timeless, clear, and functional designs. Don't forget to download my free PDF with 18 curated typefaces to avoid visual pollution in your designs. Link is going to be below. And by the way, if you want to join me in my quest to fight against the ugliness, make sure that you share this with a colleague or a group of colleagues that you know would benefit from this video. That's it for today. Hope you found it valuable. And as always, my friend, let's bridge the gap one pixel at a time.